Imagine a scientific theory proposed over 100 years ago, a prediction so ahead of its time that scientists debated whether it could even exist. Now fast forward to today, and that mystery has finally been solved. Scientists have just discovered a brand new type of cell in the human body, one that plays a key role in blood vessel formation, wound healing, and immune response. This isn't just another scientific breakthrough. It's a game changer. This discovery confirms a long-standing scientific hypothesis, opens new doors for regenerative medicine, could revolutionize treatments for chronic wounds and vascular diseases. For decades, researchers had a hunch that this special type of cell existed, but they could never prove it until now. So what is this new cell? How was it found? And why is this discovery so important for the future of medicine? Let's dive in. A prediction made over a century ago. Over 100 years ago, scientists theorized that a special type of circulating stem cell existed in the human body, one that could transform into macrophages, immune cells that play a crucial role in healing and tissue repair. These cells were believed to originate in the bone marrow, travel through the bloodstream, and contribute to tissue maintenance and vascular healing. The problem? Nobody had ever actually found them. For decades, researchers searched, but there was no concrete proof that these cells existed in adult mammals. Until now. Many scientific breakthroughs take years or even decades to confirm, but this one has been over a century in the making. The original hypothesis suggested that the body contained a specific type of progenitor cell, a precursor to a more specialized cell that could transform into both macrophages, immune cells, and endothelial cells, which line blood vessels. If such a cell existed, it would have huge implications for understanding how our bodies heal, how wounds close, and how blood vessels regenerate. But the technology available at the time wasn't advanced enough to find it. With modern genetic sequencing and cell tracking techniques, scientists finally found definitive proof that these cells exist. The discovery, meet the endomech progenitor cell. After 9 years of research, a team of scientists from the South Australian Health and Medical Research Institute, SAHMRI, finally identified the missing cell, which they named the endomech progenitor cell. Where did they find it? Inside the aorta of adult mice. These cells aren't active all the time. They remain dormant until they detect an injury or lack of blood flow. Once activated, they rapidly multiply, helping to repair damaged tissues and stimulate the growth of new blood vessels. This means that endomech progenitor cells could be a key player in the body's natural healing process, especially in conditions where blood circulation is poor. This challenges traditional thinking about how the immune system and vascular system work together. Until now, researchers believe that macrophages and endothelial cells came from completely separate sources. But endomech progenitor cells prove that a single cell can give rise to both, which means the body has built-in repair mechanisms we never fully understood before. The experiment that proved it. To confirm their discovery, the researchers 1. Isolated the endomech progenitor cells from the aorta of mice and grew them in a lab. 2. Injected these cells into diabetic mice with poor blood circulation and chronic wounds. 3. Observe a dramatic improvement in healing. In just 2 weeks, the wounds in these mice healed significantly faster. The transplanted cells transformed into macrophages and endothelial cells, which line blood vessels and restore blood flow. This experiment provided the first clear evidence that these cells are not only real but also highly effective at repairing tissues. The most shocking part: the cells integrated perfectly into the existing vascular system, which means they could be used in future treatments for real-world medical conditions. Scientists also found that these cells are highly responsive. They become active exactly when the body needs them, which means they could be harnessed for highly targeted therapies. What this means for human health. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Scientists believe similar cells exist in the human body, but they haven't been officially identified yet. If confirmed, endomech progenitor cells could revolutionize medicine by helping treat chronic wounds that don't heal properly, like those in diabetic patients, boosting recovery after surgery or injuries by enhancing natural healing, providing a new approach to treating cardiovascular diseases, improving blood flow, and preventing complications. This discovery goes beyond just understanding how cells work. It opens the door to a completely new way of thinking about regenerative medicine. If scientists can find a way to replicate and grow these cells, we could see faster, more efficient healing therapies that work with the body's natural processes. It also raises an exciting possibility. What if we could activate these cells at will? Instead of waiting for an injury to trigger them, scientists could potentially stimulate these cells on demand, speeding up healing and even preventing some diseases from progressing. This could be a game changer for medicine, particularly for elderly patients and those with chronic illnesses, a step toward the future of medicine. This breakthrough raises a huge question. Can we use these cells in future treatments to speed up healing in humans? Scientists are now conducting further research to identify these cells in human ortis, understand how they function in different conditions, explore ways to use them in regenerative medicine. If researchers can find a way to harness these cells, we could be looking at the next big leap in medical science. A future where chronic wounds, slow recovery times, and circulation-related diseases become a thing of the past. The biggest challenge ahead? Scaling this discovery to human medicine. Will human endomax cells function the same way as they do in mice? Can they be grown in a lab and safely transplanted into patients? Could activating these cells too much lead to unintended consequences like excessive tissue growth? Scientists are optimistic, but there's still a lot of work to be done. What do you think? Now here's where we turn it over to you. Do you think this discovery will change the future of medicine? How long do you think it will take before these cells are used in real treatments? This finding confirms a long-standing scientific theory, but it's only the beginning. So, what's your take? Are we closer than ever to unlocking the full potential of regenerative medicine? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you found this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest scientific breakthroughs. The future of medicine is happening right now. Are you ready for it?